I'm not a huge meme coiner. I've definitely started to pay a little bit more attention just because of how relevant they've been in the last couple of cycles. But I've always been a contrarian with memes. Like with Dogecoin, I shorted it, you know, in the past. I haven't shorted anytime recently, but and then with the Trump coin, I was like, this is just heinous. I mean, like a $6 billion market cap created overnight. And then as soon as some people I know started getting text messages asking if they should buy this Trump coin because it got listed on Robinhood, I was like, yeah, time to really lay into this short. So I'm
Oh my
short
goodness.
and I still am, but
I didn't even know it got listed on Robinhood.
yeah, it got listed on Robinhood yesterday, I think kind of towards the end of the day. I got a notification on my phone and over email, and then I started hearing about, normies asking about it, and I was like, that's definitely why they're asking about it is because they all got the Robinhood notification. So,
Yeah, I didn't even know that. That's funny. I was probably like that was probably during while my short was on. I short actually was late. I had planned on shorting it for an inauguration like from the jump. Um and for some reason, like literally at 12 noon on the dot is when the short should have got put on, and I didn't do it for some reason right away. So instead of being in it like close to $50, my average price was like 42. Um, and then I watched it, grind sideways for a while and tease me and put me in the red. And then finally, when we got down to 30, like 31, 32, I covered. I booked the trade. I was thinking about holding it for like a longer term because I could easily see this thing getting down to 25, if not, even lower. But yeah, I don't know. It's leveled out here around $38 after all the volatility kind of died down. But yeah, I mean, I just was looking at the Sell News event. I'm like, it's the ultimate Sell News event, and it was because it's like you could have shorted at 50 and covered it, 32.
yeah.
In the matter of, what was that, 7 hours. So I just, like I said, I got in way lower than I should have been, which
I
is
got
on
in
me for
at
not.
I got in at a great price. I got in at 62.
Oh my
Um,
goodness. Oh, well, no
yeah.
wonder why you're holding it for longer term.
Yeah, I'm looking for a nice payday on it. I was gonna do
Damn, you
it
got it.
small, but I ended up doing a pretty sizable trade.
Yeah, I wish I'd been a bit bigger, even for the trade. I did. But
It
damn, I mean,
had
you
me
already got
sweating for
us.
a minute though. It had me sweating for a minute.
I can imagine. I mean, it had me sweating even because when I got in, it went a couple points higher initially. Um, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, yesterday it got down to 31. You basically had a double, just in
Yeah.
terms of price movement. I don't know what kind of leverage you used. So
Yeah, I mean
that's wild.
it would have been a pretty decent payday, but I think in my opinion, there's just so I've been kind of reading about some of the tokenomics and whatnot. And from what I understand, from what I've read, the essentially the token structure is such that the Trump team or family or whatever, whoever's behind it, I think, I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but I think that they hold like 80% of the supply. So
It's wild.
yeah, which would make a lot of sense to me because essentially what they can do, and I've seen this with his other holdings, like that World Financial Group or whatever, stock that he launched. They hold the vast majority of the stock, and then obviously there's money from other places. Like he's got money in other business ventures, right? So he just takes that money and he can pump the coin or the stock to whatever he wants to pump it to, and then just kind of leave it at that price. Because he holds the majority of the supply. There's nobody really out there that can just like mega dump the price. And even if they did, he could probably just buy back from them. Um, so it's all just a collective brand thing. Um, you
That's
know,
super interesting. I mean, so if
yeah,
that's the case, then wouldn't you be less confident in your short position?
yeah, it definitely makes me a little less confident. That being said, I think, a lot of hype went into the coin early on. And then, when the price does settle down at a more reasonable level, I don't know where that is, but you know, I
That is the
I just like
question.
to
Where's it
assume it's a
gonna?
lot lower than where it is now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, but if the supply is so limited and they're controlling so much, then it might be hard for it to go down because obviously they're not going to sell.
Right, right. Yeah,
I
I
mean, I guess
mean,
at some point you want to book some monies, but I feel like they already probably did that right off the bat.
yeah, I mean, it got all the way up to 78, right? And I'm sure they knew that after the inauguration it would dump. So I don't
And
know.
I'm
It's
pretty
hard to
sure,
say.
yeah, I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty sure Trump's ego is big enough that he doesn't want to see a coin with his name on it in like single digits.
Right, right. I think it'll stay above $10 for sure, but could it dump to,
I wouldn't be
20
surprised if it gets
bucks?
another. Yeah,
I
no, no,
think
no. I
so.
mean, I think it could get to the teens. I also
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised on the flip side if you see it go higher and get into the top 10, so he can literally claim that he has a top 10 coin.
It's possible. I mean,
I mean,
yeah, it's
it
possible.
doesn't, the fact that it just doesn't do, like, it's not used for anything at all.
Yeah, I mean it's there's that website that for the coin and yeah, it's not I don't think they're claiming any utility. I think he literally just said go have fun. Um
Well, and there's people that look at it very different. Like I saw like some people talking about it. Um, I think it was on TikTok, and they were just saying how, you know, it was like a gift to the people and that he just created like, a bunch of wealth for a bunch of people. And I'm like, I guess I feel like most people are gonna end up holding the bag. But yeah, there definitely are a ton of people out in society right now that, got in super early. I mean, I didn't even know about it until the thing already like, was bonkers. I hadn't even
yeah.
heard about it. But like if you heard about it like and got in like at launch, I mean, you crushed it. I mean, what did it open up at? Like $12? Like I don't know where trading
Yeah,
started. It
I don't
depends
know
on
where
what
trading
exchange.
started. My chart says $10.
So what do we got? And yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
MEXC is all sorts of crazy. It's got this huge gap. It's really weird. It's got like a few hours of trading and literally like it's at like $1.86 at 2 a.m. January 18th, which is Saturday, and then all of a sudden there's nothing until noon and it's at $28.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the hell went on with MEXC, but if that's the case, someone made a shit ton of money.
Yeah, I mean it's just straight up from when it launched to so basically it launched at on January 18th. And then by January, the peak was at January 19th. So literally 24 hours later, it launched at 10 and it peaked at 75. So yeah, I mean, I know some people. I've got a friend who watches meme coins pretty closely, and he had gotten in and made like 15 grand or something with like a very small amount of money. Um, and that's how those meme coin things go. I mean, usually people are betting with small money, but then they make, just astronomical returns when they're right. Um, I think you could be pretty profitable as a meme coin trader if you're like really on top of things. Uh,
100%.
but that being said, it's just gambling. I mean, you're just gambling on a meme catching the the right wind and then it just kind of taking off. So I think if you're smart about it, you have a portfolio where you can bet like 100 times. So like divide your portfolio by like 100, and then you bet on 100 memes, over the course of a year or whatever, and maybe five of those or 10 of those will pay off and the other 95 or 90 will completely be worthless, but
Yeah.
kind of like
Well, but you
VC
gotta,
investing in a way, but without any
well, it's like
intelligence.
penny stock traders kind of do that too. So, but like this one wouldn't even worked out because like in all like intents and purposes, like it opened up at 28. Like when you kind of look at all these exchanges, right? So then it got up to 75. So you're talking about not even a 3x, which
Yeah,
is insane considering the way it's that pre-launch prices, the pre whatever. I don't know what they had. They had a pre-sale or anything like that. I don't even think they did.
I think they just minted the coins into their wallet.
Pretty much
Yeah, I don't think they were really even hiding it. I'm not sure though.
crazy
Like I
money
said,
there.
I'm just speculating from what I've heard.
And then what the Alanya coin came out or whatever, and
Yeah. I think everyone in his family essentially has there's Baron coin, and I think there's one for each of them.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the era of meme coins. I think what's funny too is, and we can kind of start transitioning to the Leo stuff, but uh, I think what's funny is like I think about 2 weeks ago, I had this idea for um, a meme coin for Leo. Um, and, obviously following with the narrative of just have fun with it, like with meme coins, it may or may not take off and whatever. But I think, my idea is actually kind of interesting to have some level of utility on Leo. Um, and obviously there's a lot of air cover right now to do a meme coin and feel good about it just because of everybody else is launching a meme coin. So I think it's very possible that I launch a meme coin here relatively soon on Solana is what I've been looking at where obviously all the meme coin activity is happening. And my
I mean,
idea my idea is kind of interesting where the treasury of the meme coin would essentially just buy Leo. So there, and I would obviously, put out the statement there that it's, have fun with it. There's no seriousness to that. And I think in terms of utility, what I plan on doing is something that's really fun on Inleo. So it'd be something where you can kind of have fun with it on Inleo, and there's just no seriousness to it. And I definitely would remind everybody that meme coins are stupidly risky. And like I said at the beginning of this, I don't personally buy meme coins. I usually short them. So if and
I
when
mean,
I
I've
do launch
shorted,
this
yeah.
meme coin, I think it'll be interesting and fun. And that's the whole point.
Well, yeah. I've definitely shorted more meme coins than I've gone long. But I will say I have tried gambling on a couple of Solana meme coins that like caught them, trying to catch them in the first hour of launch and seeing if I can get lucky. Um, I lost all the money on one, and then another one I forex, but was looking for more, and then ended up selling at like a 2x. Um, so I'm basically break even on the Solana meme coin gambles. But yeah, sometimes I'm just like, holy shit, I need to just make a website, come up with a funny, stupid meme coin idea, and launch one on Solana. But that sounds like way too much technical work for me. Um, so yeah, I'm down with the Leo meme coin. I'm in.
Yeah, it would be
I'm
like
I'm
I
I'm
said,
I'm lo
something
I'm
really
lo I'm
fun.
loading up on the pre-sale.
Yeah, there would be no pre-sale. It would be just a lot of fun. We would just kind of like probably like launch it during an AMA or something and just like, press play. Like, here we go, press play, just have fun.
I'm down.
And then it would have, that and without, because I don't want to get into too much of the details, but you would be able to call the meme coin. Essentially, the meme coin would have its own account on Inleo, and you'd be able to call on it to do different things on Inleo that are just fun related to memes. So, um, I think it could be cool. And then, taking, like I said, the treasury and holding Leo, um, with that treasury, I think would be a lot of fun as well. But we'll see. I think if we get to that place, it'll be just a lot of fun, which is the whole point.
Well, that'll be the closest thing I ever get to launching a meme coin. So I'm in. The cat will throw whatever at it. That'd be a real. I guess technically we wouldn't be using Leo to buy it. We'd be, using whatever other
So
legacy cryptos.
So here's where things tie together. The team right now is working, and now we can get into developments too. But the team right now is working on integrating Chainflip, which means that we're also integrating Solana. So you'll be able to do Hive, you'll be able to trade Hive and Leo and all the Hive-based assets with anything on Solana because Chainflip has Solana. So that also means that if we launch this meme coin, it would be after that integration goes live, which means that you'd be able to buy anything on Solana or trade anything on Solana with anything on Hive, and anything obviously on LeoDex. Um, so we'll see. We'll see. It's like I said, this is why it's kind of crossing it was crossing my mind a couple weeks ago when we first started looking at chain flip. And then when obviously I've been kind of loosely paying attention to what's going on with meme coins. And then it got me thinking, maybe we can do something that's really fun on Inleo, and cross that over to the LeoDex chain flip integration and kind of use it as a marketing tool for LeoDex, where we're essentially, we're saying, hey, go have fun with this. Like you could trade like $1 worth of Leo for like $1 worth of this meme coin, or $1 worth of Hive, or $1 worth of HBD, and just kind of like play around, have fun, and have a good time with it. We'll see. We'll see. But like I said, the certainty is that the chain flip integration is coming, and you'll be able to trade Solana assets with anything on Hive and anything on LeoDex. Whether or not we go out and do this meme coin thing would just be like a marketing tool for our expansion to the Solana network.
Basically, yeah, marketing and just fun, like, and just fun.
Fun,
Do it for funsies.
fun. I think if you guys, and I won't really release the details until it's like ready to like go live, but if you guys see the idea I have in terms of what it would do on Inleo, I think you'd see it's just to have fun. Like it would be a lot of like goofy fun. Like Beehiver said, we need a cool mascot for the meme, and he obviously doesn't know the idea, but he's kind of scratching the surface of what I'm getting at, in terms of what the meme would be. So yeah, it could be a lot of fun, I think. So we'll see. We'll see if I decide to pursue that. But the chain flip and Solana integrations are definitely happening to LeoDex. You guys have probably seen we're putting a lot of focus into LeoDex lately as we take Inleo into the cross-chain vision that I've kind of always had for our ecosystem, going back to 2020 when we first, started looking at bridging to other chains and how we could integrate other blockchains and make Inleo a kind of center hub for, cross-chain social media. So, with LeoDex, we've been making that happen, and we just released a lot of updates both to the LeoDex UI and to the backend. So, I would say probably the most major update and the title of this AMA is the SPS and Splinterlands integration. So I see CPOL in here, and Idiosyncratic is also big in the Splinterlands community. And we've officially partnered with Splinterlands to offer this, this kind of new way to earn, this new way to be active on Web3 and on Hive. And obviously Splinterlands is also a Hive project, so there's a lot of really good crossover already. This is not like with the Dash integration, it was like a fully outward facing integration, like, hey, let's go grab, the Dash community and bring in people that have never used Hive before and get them active on Inleo. And that was ridiculously successful and created a template for us to then go out and say, let's go and make, these partnerships and integrations happen with 10 more ecosystems like Dash. And by doing that, we'll just pick up, thousands of users from each integration, because you've got this whole community of people out there that want to use something like X, but want to earn in the crypto that they're native to. So, for example, joining Inleo and earning Dash, being able to buy premium with Dash, being able to buy creator subscriptions with Dash, that's, in my opinion, the way of the future in terms of how Inleo grows, is by making Inleo kind of re-skinnable into any crypto community. So what that means is, like, if you're a Dash person and you come to Inleo and you select the Dash theme, Inleo looks like it was built as a Dash product. And now we've done the same thing for Splinterlands. So this one is actually kind of fun to play with, because if you're already a Hiver, which I know most of you in the audience are, you can go to your settings page and you can switch to the Splinterlands theme, and then obviously click save and then go back to the home page, or come back to the threadcast, and you'll see that the changes take effect right away, where your payout values actually show in SPS. And then there's a couple other features, like the theme color changes to the Splinterlands theme color. If you go to the dashboard, you can cash out your earnings as SPS, and that obviously uses LeoDex. And then you can also buy premium using SPS now. So you can obviously subscribe to Inleo Premium for either a month or a year, using SPS. And what else do we do? In the wallet page, you can track the price of SPS. So yeah, just a lot of really cool features for the Splinterlands community. And again, just kind of a showcase of, we did this with Dash, and we created a template where it can be done with any crypto that's listed on LeoDex. So there's Bitcoin, there's Ethereum, there's Chainlink, there's obviously Dash already did. There's Rune, there's Cacao, there's USDC. So we can do this now with any of these cryptos, and then we can go to the team and we can say, hey, would you guys be interested in partnering with us, and allowing your community to join Inleo and earn in your cryptocurrency, um, and obviously spend their crypto and just be active and talk about their crypto. I think it's just a really amazing model. It's something that we've kind of talked about in many ways, over the years on both, the legacy blockchain and on Hive. This is how this ecosystem grows, is by making it look like it's for whatever the target crypto community is, but on the back end, it's always Hive. And I think we're going to be really successful with this. When I look at the Dash integration, it's just extremely obvious that this is the right move. And then the Splinterlands integration, I think, will also be, another kind of key insight, obviously crossing over with a community that's already on Hive. But I think it will still illustrate, how successful this can be, with other ecosystems like Arbitrum, like Chainlink, like Chain Flip, THORChain and Maya. So we'll just keep doing this and, taking Hive into the world of cross-chain for the first time.
Nice.
I see Brando shared a screenshot of the dashboard, um, where you can see your Splinterlands, your SPS earnings, and cash them out. So yeah, if you were to hit cash out, it would swap any liquid rewards in your wallet into SPS automatically. So you'd hit cash out, and then you'll see a confirmation window, and then it would use LeoDex and do a swap. A small fee is collected, in the form of SPS, and then that fee buys back Leo. Guri, it's already live. You can actually go to your settings page and
Yeah.
check it out. There's a blog post on the @Leo Finance account if you want to read it.
Saw that question a couple times. I'm like, it sounds like we are officially live. Oh, that's interesting. Is that so? I saw a question. So can people use SPS to buy premium?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's let's see here. I've got a screenshot.
Task re-skinnable is probably not from Webster's. It's is going to be the new meme coin though. Oh, that's actually a great name, re-skinnable. We should make a re-skinnable meme coin.
Re-skinnable meme coin. Oh, here, I got it right here. Let's see.
I saw someone mention they used chain flip for the first time and it was super smooth. I honestly never even heard of chain flip until you initially mentioned it a few weeks
It's
back.
a fork of THORChain, essentially. So it's
Gotcha.
like a sister project, kind of like Maya is to THORChain. It's essentially the same.
Gotcha.
But yeah, they're really cool. They're not just a fork. They've got, very interesting, uh they've got very interesting mechanics that are going on behind the scenes, like brokers and whatnot. So their system is a lot different, I think, than THORChain and Maya. It's kind of another uh unique integration for cross-chain swaps. So we're adding it to LeoDex. And one of the blockchains that they have integrated that THORChain and Maya don't have is Solana. So by integrating Chainflip, we'll also get, Solana swaps activated. So that means you can trade Hive and HBD and Leo and SPS with anything on Solana. And I just shared a screenshot of the new premium page. So if you guys have been premium for a while, this page was released in the last kind of month or less, where you can now pay in any crypto that's on LeoDex. So you may have never even seen this page, especially if you're a yearly premium member. You can see it if if you switch to an account that's not premium and try to subscribe. But we just added Leo and SPS as payment options, for premium. So if you're logged in with Keychain or Leo Auth, you can now use Leo or SPS to buy premium.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. And by
Yeah,
the
because
way,
I
all
mean,
of these in all the different cryptos, whether you pay in Bitcoin, Rune, SPS, Leo, Hive, USDC, whatever you end up paying in, it doesn't matter. At Leo Pool collects HBD. So LeoDex is actually swapping whatever you pay in to HBD on the back end and just sending that HBD to the Leo Pool account.
Nice.
And then while we're on that topic, I kind of teased this too, but with all these new integrations, we actually have made a entirely new swapping engine on top of Hive that uses intelligent memos in order to do it. I kind of teased this in the last AMA too, but we basically copied THORChain and Maya and Chainflip and the way they work. Actually, not Chainflip doesn't use memos. THORChain and Maya do this intelligent memo thing. Um, we copied their model and we brought it to Hive to create the new LeoDex Hive aggregation V2. So now when you do swaps, it's actually, if you look at the memos, it's actually like a really interesting memo where it tells you the chain and the asset you're swapping to, because that's how we tell the LeoDex engine, what to do with the crypto you're sending. So, through these memos, we've created the ability to swap to and from all these different Hive assets. And then also with anything that's listed on LeoDex. So along with that, LeoDex now actually collects a small swap fee. So we've reactivated the @LeoDex account, which if you've been around the community for a long time, you'll know we used to do swap.hive and Hive conversions with that account. So it was a bridge for the Hive engine project to be able to go back and forth to swap.hive. The new LeoDex is actually a cross-chain bridge with the memo system I just mentioned. And you can see in the screenshot I just posted, when you do a LeoDex swap, which means you swapped any Hive aggregated assets, there's a small token swap fee, and that token swap fee is sent to the @LeoPool account. So it collects a fee on whatever your swapping asset is. So like, for example, in the screenshot I shared, it was HBD. So, a user swapped, like one HBD, to Hive or something using LeoDex, and then it's a 0.5% fee that then gets automatically sent to the @LeoPool account. So this is a whole nother form of revenue that's getting dripped into the @LeoPool account that buys back Leo.
Build the revenues.
Yep. So a whole new revenue stream.
Huh. MCoin79 said, listening at the gym, give me some pump. I don't know about that, man. I mean, I occasionally listen to podcasts when I'm at the gym too, but they're probably a little more robust than the AMA. But get it. Get that lion roar.
Uh, yeah,
They're
big fan.
cheap, blah, blah, blah. SPS. Yeah.
Yeah, Guri, SPS will get new use cases other than just the Splinterlands ecosystem. Yeah, well, with the pay an SPS feature with premium, it's now a new utility for SPS. Like if you're holding SPS, it's like a way to spend it. So, yeah, it's a whole new utility for SPS as well. And by the way, all of this stuff, like for example, if you do like now you can do, an SPS to Bitcoin swap or a, Ethereum to SPS swap or USDC to SPS, or you can buy premium with SPS or you can cash out in SPS. Everything I just mentioned all flows through LeoDex, and LeoDex is actually using the Hive engine swap pool for SPS. So if you're an SPS holder in that pool, now you're actually getting more swap fees. Your APR can increase if LeoDex's transaction volume increases. Because all of those, like I said, all those swaps are actually routed through that SPS swap pool. So it generates fee revenue for any LPs in there. Also similar, while we're on that point, similar to how THORChain and Maya work, where Cacao and Rune are like the base asset. So if you in every swap, so if you swap like Bitcoin to ETH on THORChain, it actually swaps from Bitcoin to Rune and then from Rune to ETH. So Rune is always the pair asset. The way we designed the Hive aggregation technology is that Leo is always the pair asset. So it has the same model there as well, which is like if you do a, for example, if you do an SPS, if you do a Bitcoin to SPS swap, it actually swaps your Bitcoin into Leo on Maya, and then it unwraps your Leo from Arbitrum to Leo on Hive, and then it swaps your Leo on Hive to swap.hive, and then it swaps the swap.hive into SPS, and then it sends you the SPS. So it all routes through Leo as well, which creates it creates APR for the LPs on the Leo side as well. Mr. Hive said, what do they benefit from this integration? I think there's a lot of different benefits. Like I said, that we just created a use case for SPS. So, and again, I'm going to use SPS right now as the example, but you can insert any crypto on LeoDex and any partnership that we might have in the future in place of SPS to see how this kind of expands out into the future. So, we created a use case where people can spend SPS because they can buy premium with it, or creator subscriptions in the near future. Um, we've also created a way where users from that community, from the Splinterlands community, can use Inleo and create content, talk about Splinterlands or talk about anything they want, and they're actually earning SPS. So they're earning Hive HBD in Leo, and then when they go to cash out, it swaps for SPS in their wallet. So now we've created a way for them to actually earn SPS and actually technically buy volume. That's buyback volume for SPS as well for every cash out. So it's created a very unique environment, of features and benefits for whatever the target community is. Obviously this one being Splinterlands. Um, so I mean, it's technically it's all upside and this is why the partnership program works. And I've been talking to a lot of people on Hive. Obviously, we have the Inleo proposal that's live on the DHF. And I've been, talking to a lot of different Hive stakeholders about why we've done this and why, essentially why they should vote for us. And essentially their counter argument is, so many people have tried to do things like this on Hive in terms of like marketing and trying to get with these other communities, and it's never worked. So why would it work because I'm doing it and because Inleo's doing it? And obviously I point them to Dash and I say no one else was able to actually do it, and we did it with the Dash ecosystem. And then I said we created a template where it's all upside for these ecosystems. There's literally no downside for them. So, I'm able to then take the brand name that Dash has and um, essentially the clout that they have of being one of the oldest crypto ecosystems on the planet. And I'm able to take that and I'm able to say, hey, I can do the same thing I did with Dash for your ecosystem. And that has opened up a lot of doors. So, I have DMs open with these different ecosystems I've mentioned. And I'm able to, literally pending like technology and then the investment in marketing that they want to see, I'm able to get in with these communities and get them to do their own, join Inleo, earn Arbitrum, join Inleo, earn Flip, join Inleo, earn ETH, join Inleo, earn Cacao, join Inleo, earn Rune. I'm able to do that. And like I said, we've got the technology in place. It's just a matter of taking that template and reapplying it to each one. And some of them have more nuances than others. For example, we're working on the chain flip integration right now. And there's some nuances there because chain flip is obviously not on LeoDex right now, but we're adding it to LeoDex. So first we have to add it to LeoDex, and then we have to make sure the integration works smoothly. Then we add it to Inleo from there. So we're, my plan is really just to take this template and just unfold it to all these different crypto ecosystems. That being said, one thing that a lot of these ecosystems want to see is a investment in marketing, like a co-investment in marketing. And this is very common in crypto, especially if you look at like exchange listings. But it's a common practice with many different, large crypto projects, which is if they partner with you, they want you to put up a marketing budget and they will match that marketing budget. So, that is like a kind of co-investment in the success of like the relationship and the partnership. And without that marketing investment, a lot of these ecosystems will not do the partnership. So, That is the entire point of the DHF proposal that we have. That's how it's structured. That's how the total amount, that we're asking for is structured. Is that to do 10 of these campaigns, it's going to be roughly $50,000 per campaign that we need to invest in marketing. That being said, we're going to invest the 50K, and then they're going to invest 50K in marketing as well. So we did that with Dash. The Dash team invested in marketing, and then we invested in marketing in equivalent amounts. So they invested in, press releases, and we invested in X ads, and we kind of co-invested in that way. And then from there, we were able to drive in a lot of new signups and drive in a lot of new users. And a lot of people are like questioning our user metrics, but I think that they forget that we literally partnered with one of the most recognizable and oldest projects in all of crypto, which is Dash. Um, and then we ran a massive ad campaign on X that retargeted anyone who interacted with the DashPay X account, which is like over 250,000 followers. And we retargeted all those people, and we also targeted people that were adjacent to that. So like people in Maya who had also talked about Dash. Like we were able to use the advanced targeting of X ads, which if you ever have used X ads, you'll know what I'm talking about. We were able to target all those users, and then a lot of them were signing up. We had thousands of signups from those X ads. Um, they were extremely successful. So I just want to do that at scale now with all these different ecosystems. So obviously our proposal right now is at about 40% of the way to the funding line. So I'm just trying to talk to different Hive stakeholders and figure out how we can make this happen. Because I think this is the critical time for Hive to really grow and expand its user base.
Indeed. Time to gain attention is when eyes are on crypto, which they are back on crypto.
Definitely.
When it's true when the normies are sending text messages again asking you about crypto.
Asking you about Trump coin. Yep.
It's like, oh, we're back. We're back.
We're back, but we never left.
Yeah. I saw a question that's so buried that I can't even find it. In regards to LeoDex, someone said something to the extent of uh, with their keychain, they they can see their Hive, but for some reason they can't swap. I guess swap is grayed out or something like that. I'm assuming the answer is they should post that and put hashtag feedback.
Yeah, that or they can post a screenshot right now in the threadcast and we can look at it. I would say they're most likely not using a viable route or ignoring some error message or they don't have the funds in their wallet. Something along those lines would be why it's grayed out.
Because when you use LeoDex, do you need, because I remember there was
Arbitrum
updates.
gas.
Do you need that or does it do it
So
for you?
that's a good question. So with the V2 of the Hive aggregation technology, we abstracted gas. So now the LeoDex account actually will pay for the gas for your swap. So you don't need any Arbitrum gas now for Hive swaps. We've
Nice.
we like my goal with this was how do we make Hive swapping a one-click action where like the user says, I have, HBD and I want to swap it to USDC and then click one time and then just does everything for you. And that's exactly what we built. So now if you want to do like an HBD to USDC swap, it's literally one click.
So Felini is asked, and this is a good question because I know this was the case initially. It said, I read that swaps below $150 are no fee.
There's no
What's
Maya affiliate fee for swaps under $150.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was the Maya fee.
Um,
Mm, a lot of comments. Don't know if I see questions. Yeah, I can't find questions. Just a lot of comments in regards to the integrations and whatnot. What we got? Here we go. What is this? Did you see what Amon Manga posted? Question. Actually, well, he just posted another one, but what is this? Think you can cooperate with Hive list community after SPS? And then there's some post that it's connected to. I don't know if this is
Yeah, I mean, I'm
what is.
not, I definitely would like to, collaborate with pretty much every Hive project out there. So I'm open to it. I think, you know, it, I'm open to talking to any Hive project out there. I think we do need to set priorities with everybody. So I don't want to get anyone's hopes up that, you know, I think over the course of the year, we'll be able to integrate pretty much every Hive project out there. Um, so yeah, I would say reach out to me and I just need to fit it in the roadmap. So the Splinterlands integration was actually supposed to happen after the chain flip integration. But there were two reasons why I pushed it to before chain flip. One is that we needed to add chain flip to LeoDex. It turned out to be a lot more work than I expected. So I knew that it was going to take longer. And then two, the proposal is not funded yet. So if we want this integration to happen with Chainflip, we need that proposal funded. So I did the Splinterlands integration also to buy some time before the Chainflip integration so that you guys weren't waiting, 3, 4 weeks or however long it's going to take to get this proposal funded. So yeah, I'm very open to it, to any communities on uh, on Hive. I see I think this person was in the threadcast. I might be wrong. I don't know. But someone just did a nice little LeoDex swap. And I think
Nice.
I think they were in the threadcast. So yeah, you guys should try it. I mean, you can do it with pretty small amounts. So, try out the swapping. Have fun with it.
What else? Vic Van asks, why is it that accounts registered using Keystore can only log in using Keystore login method?
They actually can log in using other methods if they want as well. So when they sign up with Keystore, they also get their Hive keys. They don't need to download their Hive keys if they don't want to, because you can always get your keys later. And the way that works is the way we built Keystore is honestly really fascinating. I've talked about it a few times, but and Ahmad Manga was one of the people that posted about this. As well. And the way the Hive keys in your key store are derived is through the seed phrase that we give you when you make your key store. So, that 24 word seed phrase that you get. So, if you don't download your Hive keys, that's fine. You have your seed phrase. You can use that seed phrase to then derive all your posting active memo owner keys afterwards. So that being said, you can also download a key store wallet, and as long as you saved that seed phrase, you can then immediately download Hive Keychain if you know what it is. And then when it asks you for your master password, you actually just copy and paste your seed phrase for the key store wallet into Hive Keychain, and then it derives all your keys from there. So if you're a key store user, you can actually use Hive Keychain immediately if you know what it is. You literally just take your seed phrase and you just paste it in, and then it'll derive all your other keys. So technically, key store users can use any login method. But again, Keystore is, and I've been starting to use Keystore a lot, obviously through testing and then also just, continually thinking of better ways to log into the UI. Keystore, in my opinion, is the best way to log in. It's highly secure. It's very fast. It's very easy. Um, it's really, honestly, it's really nice to use.
Yeah, if I hadn't already been using Keychain forever, Keystore would probably be my method of choice. I use it for other things. Um, I saw Lucial ask, can we upload video on long form posts on Inleo?
Yeah, you can. There's a video icon on the slash publish page, and then it will do a 3-speak upload.
Sweet. I will post nothing but cat videos for the next week.
Yep, and you could do
Uh,
shorts. I know everyone was losing their minds about TikTok getting banned, and then I was using that opportunity to tweet and
The 12-hour TikTok ban.
Yeah, I was using that opportunity to tweet and post that Inleo has already built TikTok on Web3. So
See, breaking Trump screwed us. Shouldn't have helped get a green light. We could have pushed everyone over to Inleo.
we
Come on,
still
Trump. We
can.
don't need TikTok. We
We
don't need
still
TikTok. We got
can.
Inleo. I like this question. Ben Haas asked, any plans for an AI agent trader for Leo?
Yeah, I mentioned that. So with these intelligent memos now, it actually would be relatively easy to build an AI agent trader. And I see a mod manga obviously in the audience who's been playing around with AI. It's definitely something I would look into as well, but a community member could easily go out and build one, without the Inleo team even being involved. Um,
Easy for you to say. I have no idea how to build an AI trader. If I knew that, I would have built one probably 5 years ago to just trade other coins.
Well, if you think about it, if you just try to break it down to, fundamentals, all the agent would need to do is be able to, one, decide, so basically read crypto prices and somehow formulate a decision that it should buy or sell, right? And then two, it would need to be able to publish a memo on the Hive blockchain, and send crypto to the @LeoDex account with a specific memo. So, for example, let's say that you have a trader or an agent trader that says, Bitcoin goes up 5%, which, on some pattern, you create a pattern or the agent identifies a pattern that every time Bitcoin goes up 5%, Hive goes up 5%, an hour later. So it basically could read that, Bitcoin is up 5%, time to send, it's holding, let's say HBD, it's time to sell the HBD for Bitcoin or let's say for Hive. Uh, and then the agent will just literally send the HBD to @LeoDex with the right memo that tells LeoDex to convert it to Hive. And then it converts it to Hive in the account. And then let's say the back end of that is that the agent then says, 2 hours later, sell the Hive because it's most likely, 5% higher or whatever. And I'm just making up fake rules here. Then the agent would send the Hive back to @LeoDex with the right memo to convert it back to HBD. And now you just had an agent trade for you. So that's obviously a very simplistic idea, but there are people building AI agent traders out there. And in theory, you could just fork their code, and then add the necessary Hive elements to it, and then connect it up with LeoDex.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they exist already, and I mean, I'm pretty sure I've even seen them offered as a third-party service because at the end of the day, yeah, if you have a uh, set parameters for trading rules and you just implement it. I mean, for me, honestly, it would definitely have to do with moving average crossovers. I'm pretty sure you can use certain moving average crossovers as triggers to enter uh, trades.
Yeah. You know what
So
I
it's
think
like,
is a really interesting idea too for these agent traders is following social media mentions and news. So like for
yeah,
example, having an AI agent following Trump coin and saying, every time Trump says, this list of words, short it or long it. So it's like if he mentions anything about crypto, long it. If he, says something stupid and insults someone, short it because it might go down. You know what I mean? Like you can create a lot of different rules.
yeah.
I think the world is going to get very, like the world of algorithmic trading already does this in a certain sense. I think it's just about to expand, which is how AI has been unfolding in every industry.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to expand to get like where it becomes ubiquitous in terms of, the everyday user now can access it and use it as opposed to, um, it being niche or people just kind of more so being in the know.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I really should find some kind of AI agent to trade like that I can put rules in, even just for crypto in general. Because like I said, I mean, just specific trading patterns that you can put in. And if it's got an edge, then you'll make money. If it doesn't have an edge, you won't. But I'm pretty sure certain moving average crossovers still produce an edge. So yeah, I should actually really get on finding existing agent services that I'm sure you can just connect to an exchange.
Yeah. Well,
I
and
think I saw
and
one.
Yeah, and I think an interesting thing that we may do in the future with, especially with Leo AI, is that we could have essentially like the ability to go somewhere on the UI and, employ an agent, for a set period of time to do something like that. Um, so this is actually coming pretty soon. I'm already working on a few different agents for this, but I've teased that there's an AI button coming to the thread box very soon. And this AI button will connect you to different agents. So there's going to be agents that are run by the Inleo UI, and that agent and calling those agents will allow you to do different things. So that's
Like
coming
it.
pretty soon. Yeah, I see Ahmad Manga just posted a few resources for you about crypto trading AI tools that can be used for spot trading on
Oh, nice. I was
Binance.
literally just threading that question, so people can drop it in the comments.
Yeah, he asked Venice AI about it.
Oh, here we go. Thank me later. I can't even. I gotta click on this. I mean, yeah, Binance technically does have a trading bot. Oh yeah, I heard of three commas. Huh, Trade Santa. I just love the name. Let's screenshot this.
And on the topic of AI, I got a question from Task. He asked if I've looked into DeepSeek R1 AI yet. Something
Yes,
worthy of consideration, completely open source. Yeah, I haven't taken a look yet. Might possibly also told me about it. Um, so I know that this is a newer model that came out that people are excited about. So I will be taking a look.
oh no, I got the good old error message on from Inleo.
Uh-oh.
Hating on my thread refresh.
If you can screenshot that before
Do
you
you want me to?
refresh, yes, screenshot it and then just if you could just
Let's see if
DM it to
I.
me or something.
Ah,
Or post
crap.
a
I might
feedback
not
thread.
get it in time. Nope, I got it. Yeah, I
Vic,
basically just happened to hit the back button.
yeah, I'm just trying to catch all these app errors. They're obviously all pretty random. Um, Vic Van asks, how do you change the earning view to SPS? You just go to the settings page and then change the Splinterlands theme, which will kind of make it. That's what the reskin idea I was telling you about, which is when you change your theme to Dash or SPS, and in the future, other cryptos, it'll change the Inleo experience to be, focused on that crypto.
Nice, nice.
My manga said, speaking of shorts, I should get into that bandwagon. And he was rethreading that Vic Van said, I wasn't worried about TikTok ban. I have shorts that even pay me while TikTok doesn't. Yeah, shorts are shorts are the way. I obviously post a lot of shorts. So
Interesting. So in the comments, I've seen some people do some LeoDex swaps, and I see some people saying that they tried and it didn't work.
yeah, I keep asking those people for information because just saying that you tried and it didn't work doesn't really help me at all. Also, I don't know when you tried, so it could have been before the updates. So
I think this is all pretty much real time, as in like since the AMA's been going.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I've been watching the back end and I was looking for some of these people's swaps and I don't see anything. So like I said, if you're having this issue and I messaged them over text too, I need more information like a screenshot and exactly what you're doing. So full page screenshot, more steps to reproduce, etc.
Senor Coconuts, I just tried to swap successfully ARB to Leo. All right, well that's good. And then I think he has another one that says uh ETH USD.
Yeah, I texted him back because that's not enough
Yeah.
information. So
So it looks like
he also the fact that
some
he did
booking.
ETH USDC, he may not be doing a big enough amount because Ethereum fees. So it may not the UI may not even
Oh,
let
that's
him
probably
do it.
exactly what it is. Dude,
The UI may not
oh
let
my
him do
God, I'm
it.
gonna tell you what.
You if you're gonna
It,
do USDC, I highly recommend Arbitrum USDC. The
dude,
fees are less than a penny.
ETH. So I'm telling you, like, and I'm gonna regret this probably for the next 10 years. And I might be better off just biting the bullet and unwinding, paying the cost now to unwind it and move it over to like let's say buying that smart chain. But you know, as you've done, collateralizing your Bitcoin, borrow against it. So yesterday I decided to borrow against it. because the fees in pools right now are insane because all the volatility. And I'm just like, are you kidding me right now? $90 freaking ETH fee.
Fees have been really high
Like,
lately.
I know. And then like, and I had to like do a couple other. So it cost me like, by the time I was done putting the position on, I spent like $120. And I'm like looking at that and I'm like, I just spent like 1.5% just to, I'm like, so now I'm looking, I'm like, all right, well, like these current rates, I'm not like, so it's like I gotta wait a week to basically earn that back. I'm just like, this is stupid. I'm like, why am I still? It's the only thing I do that's ETH related, and every time I do a transaction, I regret it.
Yeah, I mean they do offer these vaults now on other chains, so you could start looking at
Yes.
that. I haven't gotten involved with those. I don't do a ton of vault actions, and I also, my vault is sizable, so when I do something, it's large enough where I don't care about the fee.
Exactly, yeah, and that's the
So,
thing with ETH. It's whale games, and my thing was like I could have even done bigger to like reduce that percentage, but I'm like the size I did, I'm like, all right, it'll cost me like 1%, but then I had to do a couple other transactions because I was pulling out in USDC, so I still needed to convert that to USDT, um, and then obviously put on the position. But yeah, obviously like Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, two of the biggest chains, with vaults, and if I could do it over again, I would have done my vault on Binance Smart Chain just for the fee. I mean, I would have already saved 500 to $1,000 in fees over the
yeah.
past like year and a half.
Yeah, there's websites that will tell you how much you've paid in fees, and at some point I should plug my address in there and
Oh my
just,
goodness, I did not know that existed, and
yeah,
I'm afraid to look.
see if I can find one.
That's hilarious. But yeah, at this point, whatever. I'm just rolling with it. It's collateralized. And that's the thing too. It's like if you want to take it out, it's like I gotta obviously either pay back that loan or just eat that amount of Bitcoin and leave with less Bitcoin. And I'm just like, no, that sounds fun.
Yeah. It's called fees.wtf.
Ha! Isn't that perfect?
Yep.
These
Cal.
dot WTF. Are you serious right now?
Yeah, here I'll drop it in the THORCast.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, ignorance may be
McAfee says
bliss.
it's a suspicious site.
Oh yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean, I wouldn't connect. I don't think you need to connect your wallet to it. I think you can
it's
just
only got a yellow yield, not a red. So there's a lot of stuff that McAfee hates on.
um I think there's a way to look without connecting.
Well, it's the same thing with DBank. You don't technically have to connect your wallet. You can just drop your address in the little search box.
Right.
So, because I use DBank just to get a quick idea of what I have on, vaults and protocols and whatnot. Mr.
Maybe you
Hive
do have
said
to
the
connect
AMA
to
is always
this.
educative. Yes, it is. Dropping random knowledge. That's right, Beehiver. What you don't know doesn't hurt you.
All right, I found another website where you definitely don't have to put your address into or your connect your wallet. I would never recommend connecting your wallet to any website you're not familiar with.
No,
Public service
definitely not.
announcement.
Yeah,
I'm looking at
definitely.
my BSC. I've paid over $1,500 in fees.
Wow, so your ETH fees must be way higher.
Yeah, I've paid over 10 grand in ETH fees.
Oh man.
And
Oh,
and by the way, this is one address, so that sucks.
Lord knows I have not paid that much probably.
This is a pretty cool website. It shows you all the different chains at once. I just dropped it. It's
Which
called Octocrypto.
nice. I'm definitely gonna hit it and ruin my day.
Look, Morty asked a good question. If you put in a swap right now, over $200 for any Hive aggregated swap on LeoDex, it will tell you temporary swap limit. In effect, the current max swap for Hive swap specifically is $200. Um, so if you actually remember when we first launched Hive aggregation technology V2, the swap limit was $50. And over the last week, we raised it to 200. We'll let it go for 200 for a little bit while longer. And then we'll raise it to, something like 500 probably. And then we'll just keep raising it from there. So the limit is in place, for essentially for your protection, just since it's new technology. I mean, I've been using it very heavily with no problems, but there's always the potential out there for a problem. So I'd rather have smaller swaps rather than giant swaps with brand new tech. So similar to how THORChain does, various swap caps and whatnot. And I see a mod manga saying, please fix it. There's nothing to fix, actually. That's fully intentional. So the swap limit is there so that we can get more testing in. So the more you guys use it, the more you test it, the more you give feedback on it, the faster we'll raise the swap cap. So how fast we raise the swap cap is a when to you from me.
Liquidity.
No, it's not even
So,
liquidity. Yeah, it's not even a liquidity thing because they're streaming swaps. So these
oh
use
yeah, that's
streaming
right.
swaps. So the swaps are actually hyper efficient. So it's not a liquidity issue anymore. It's actually more of a it's more of a function of testing. So the more you guys use it, the faster we'll get that rolled out.
Well, speaking of much use, I know that I use Binance Smart Chain 10 times more than I use Ethereum. So it makes sense that I actually have spent more fees in on Binance than I have on Ethereum, which,
Yeah, those add up. I mean, the small ones add up.
oh yeah, especially thinking about all the DeFi stuff when it was DeFi crazy, I was doing
Yeah,
transactions every single day,
yeah.
multiple
How many
transactions,
number
you
of
know.
transactions do you have on BSC?
I
Well, and compare how many
have,
number you have on BSC to how many you have on
oh,
Ethereum.
it's a joke. So, and it's funny too. I actually have Polygon was so cheap because I literally have 676 transactions on Polygon and it literally cost $3.50. Um, yeah, Binance Smart Chain, I got almost
Polygon's
4,000
cheap.
transactions and it costs around a little over 2,400 bucks.
Damn.
But then Ethereum is going to be a fraction of the transactions.
Right.
Let me see, because I actually have that kind of separated between two wallets.
Oh,
That's
okay.
wild. Yeah, I do
Yeah.
everything on Ethereum on one specific wallet. I just keep it separate. But yeah, it's quite interesting.
Yeah, I've got over
I just told
3,000
you.
transactions on BSC on this wallet. And then by the way, compare that to the 1,000 transactions I did on Polygon where it only cost me $10.
Right?
So,
Exactly. It's wild.
and compare that to Arbitrum, which is like nothing. I mean, I have like pennies paid in fees for hundreds of transactions. So, Arbitrum is the way. Arbitrum is the way for sure.
Yep, I only have 94 transactions on ETH and it costs 1,800 bucks.
Yeah.
So
Damn,
I only
my
spent
ETH transactions have been a lot more efficient than yours because I've got over 700 and uh I mean, yeah, it's 10
yeah,
grand, but
my
I
ETH
think I'm just
transactions have been terrible.
My per dollar transaction fee has
Well,
been
you
a lot
know,
lower.
what didn't help was when I moved my vault last like peak, whatever craziness was going on in crypto, like back in December. Um, and I wanted to hit my vault like for a loan, and I realized like they kind of like sunset it and you had to move it.
Oh
It
yeah.
cost me it cost me almost 500,000 gas fees just to move it. I
Yeah.
should have just like sat and waited.
Yeah, if you do it at the wrong time, it's not good. So I always try to do mine at a certain time of day when there's not a lot of activity. It can get, I mean, it literally can be a tenth of the price. So
Yeah, it's certainly interesting. So yeah, random public service announcements on gas fees.
yeah,
You can do it better.
you definitely can.
Anyway,
Big Fan has a good question. Why is the price of Hive on LeoDex sometimes higher than what it is on Binance? LeoDex uses all decentralized liquidity pools. So Binance obviously has a centralized order book. And this is actually a normal effect on any exchange, whether it's decentralized or not. Every exchange actually has a different price. Those prices come into line when people do something called arbitrage. Um, so if you ever see a price discrepancy, it could be an opportunity for you to arbitrage, or you can just wait for someone else to arbitrage it to bring the prices back into line. So, for example, if Hive is trading for, more expensive on LeoDex, um, and it's trading cheaper on Binance, if you have the ability, you could buy Hive on Binance and then sell it on LeoDex, and then the you get to collect the spread as your arbitrage profits. So that is typically handled by bots. So I would say if you're not going to build a bot around it, it's probably not feasible to do all the time. But if you ever see it, I mean, it's something you can do. Occasionally, I manually see that there's like a big spread, and I'm like surprised no bots have taken advantage of this. So then I'll do a quick couple swaps and then arbitrage things back into line and make a couple bucks.
Yes, I need to have my own personal dev to create our bots for me. I want to collect the pennies that add up because of all the transactions, thousands and thousands of pennies.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, there's people that make billions of dollars doing it.
That's how you make billions of dollars,
Yeah.
getting getting pennies on transactions that happen all the time, every day. Hashtag credit card companies.
Yep. That's what we're trying to do with LeoDex is to make it do all these transactions and be that back end that's collecting the fee all the time. So, like I said, the cash outs, the buying premium, the swaps, it's all small fees that are going to LeoDex. And then all those fees by Leo. Um, and I am actually talking to some businesses and seeing if we can get them to accept crypto using LeoDex. So, I talked about this before, but my first target is businesses that already accept crypto, but they only accept like one form of crypto. So like the user has to pay in Dash, and the business only accepts Dash. And what we can do with LeoDex is the user can pay in anything, and the business can still only accept Dash. And then what happens is the user is paying, for example, let's say they buy something that's $100. And let's say that they've got USDC on Arbitrum. They can send their $100. So they go to the merchant website and they click pay, and then they select USDC and they hit pay now and check out and whatever. And then it actually, for the user, they just paid $100 in USDC. And then on the back end, what happens is the $100 worth of USDC gets swapped from USDC to Dash using LeoDex, and then LeoDex sends it as Dash to the merchant after collecting, like a 0.5% fee on that, merchant transaction. And I put up a video a couple weeks ago talking about Leo Merchants, and that's exactly what Leo Merchants is me trying to go to businesses and say, hey, you can accept any crypto from your customers and settle it in whatever crypto you want to settle it in. And it all uses LeoDex, and there's APIs that you can connect to. So Hive businesses are going to be a good target for me. And then, just like I said, crypto businesses that like accept things like Dash, but don't accept anything else. They can tap into LeoDex's APIs to accept more payment options. And you can see this all live with Leo Merchants on Inleo. So Inleo is actually the first application and website to use Leo Merchants and the Leo Merchants API. So for example, with Inleo, we only accept HBD for premium, but now you can pay in any crypto. You can pay in Leo, you can pay in SPS, you can pay in Bitcoin, you can pay in ETH, you can pay in USDC, but it flows through the Leo Merchants API from whatever you paid in to HBD on the back end. HBD is the settlement asset for those. Amanga said, talk with the Venice AI team. They accept crypto via Coinbase. Yeah, I mean, that could be a good option. Like Coinbase has Arbitrum USDC. So, something I'm considering is like if there's a brick and mortar business out there who, they're not deep into crypto, they may not even accept any crypto right now. Can I talk to them about accepting USDC in a Coinbase wallet? So like if they either have Coinbase or want to download it, they could potentially start accepting USDC in their Coinbase account, which if you're in the US, a Coinbase account is like a bank account. Like you can easily and seamlessly, withdraw USDC to your bank account and obviously use it, like normal money. So it's like having another bank account. So if I can set up these like kind of brick and mortar businesses with, their own Coinbase account and then use the Leo Merchants API to say, okay, now you can accept, Rune or Leo or Bitcoin as a payment for your services or your product. but then it always settles it in USDC in your Coinbase. Like it will automatically convert it to USDC and send it to your Coinbase account. That I think is something a lot of them would be interested in. Coinbase also pays like 4% APY on USDC. So, these merchants are now getting, they're able to collect, payments with a lot lower of a fee than credit card companies. So we're going to be battling, credit card companies here. And then they're also getting USDC in a Coinbase account that's paying them 4% yield, which is a lot better than you get in a like business checking account. So I think this is a really, really cool niche that we can go after. LeoDex only collects a 0.5% fee. So, for example, like I think the average credit card fee is what, like 2.5, 3.5%?
Yep.
Average credit card swap
Mm.
or processing fee. My mind is so crypto. I said, what is the average credit card swapping fee?
That's
Um,
hilarious. No, yeah, it's
it
around it's in
one and
between
a
two
half
and
to
a
three
half
and a
to three
half.
and a half.
Yeah,
Yeah. It averages more around three.
three. Yeah. So just say 3% is your average credit card processing fee, and LeoDex charges 0.5%. So, if you're a merchant and you're doing $1 million a year, I mean, you're talking, let's just say LeoDex saves you what on the order of like 2%, 20 grand a year on your transactions. I mean, 20 grand a year to a small business owner who's making $1 million a year is that's pretty good.
Absolutely.
Beehiver said, how would merchants report crypto payments? That's what I don't understand when onboarding them. Well, you can Coinbase actually has, pretty good tax reporting. So, they can just say that they're accepting USDC on Coinbase as payment. I mean, it's essentially like reporting that they received cash or something like that. So, yeah. Falcon asked, does Cal have a background in finance? Yeah, my background, my original thing that I got into was trading options. So that's how I got into everything. Started trading when I was 14.
What are we talking about? He's got a background in Leo. Look, you can see it right behind him.
Yeah, check out my new
Background.
this was a gift. This was a gift from someone close to me, and it's a metal, it's a like a really like solid like sheet metal sign with Inleo carved into it, engraved into it. It's pretty
Nice.
sweet.
Well, we've been going over an hour and the day's getting away.
Yeah.
Any final words?
Think we're good. We've got, I mean, we didn't even cover all the updates. Like, now you can buy premium with Leo, all the different Splinterlands updates. There's been a bunch of other UI updates, fixes, wallet upgrades. So now you can track all your LeoDex transactions in your Inleo wallet UI. So there's just a lot of updates. Out there. So just go to the UI and play with them both on Inleo and on LeoDex, and then post threads with hashtag feedback if you think, whether there's something positive you want to say, or if you think if something didn't work, or if you think something can be improved. We need more feedback. Like I said, the Hive aggregated swaps are capped out at $200 per swap. So if you want to do like $1,000, you can easily just do like 5 swaps back to back to back with $200 each. Um, so it's not that bad, obviously, right now. But the more we can get feedback, the more we can raise that cap. And yeah, that's the goal. Carefree said, how the hell did I get into options at 14? I really don't know. People used to ask me what I wanted to be when I was like 7 or 8 years old, and I said I wanted to own a hedge fund. And then they would ask me, "Do you know what a hedge fund is?" And I would say, "Of course I know what a hedge fund is." And then I would explain it. So that was always my goal in life.
That's funny. That's actually what I wanted, but obviously not that young. But yeah, when I remember like graduating college, like I had two major dreams slash goals, and one of them was to own my own hedge fund. And the funny part is, a few years ago, I actually kind of had the opportunity to launch one, and I decided not to because life and preferences change, and at that point, mm, I didn't want that full-time job.
Yeah, it's my and my vision has changed a little bit too. Like it's kind of a new era of hedge funds, which is that um, you can build a lot more interesting things that are kind of hedge fund-esque. But obviously, um, you know, with crypto and all the new technology that's available.
So Ben Haas asked when merch, and my only answer to that is until Cal creates in-house merch, there's third-party site,
Drop the
Bonfire.
link. Drop the link.
Drop the link. I will drop the link actually. Here, if you want to buy Leo merch with good old fiat currency, you can do it over there on Bonfire. T-shirts, hoodies. I think just t-shirts and hoodies. So until the in-house Leo merch gets created by Cal.
Yeah,
But
I think merch at some point is going to come, especially with all the Leo merchant stuff. Being able to accept any crypto and you guys could just buy merch would be kind of sweet.
right. All right. So
In the meantime,
I need to
get the
create a merch
merch.
store.
Yeah, I mean, if you created it and connected to Leo merchants, that would also work.
I mean, I guess it's really just a matter of really, it's just the payment part that needs to be facilitated because you could still really just use a third-party merch provider like a print on demand, kind of like Bonfire does. I mean, I'm sure you can find a better deal, and then just facilitate either getting them on board to use the Leo merchant or just putting that in place so then, you convert to USD and then pay, quote unquote, make the purchase for the customer, almost like sort of like a drop ship.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how that would work with the, I don't know how that would work. I would assume you'd do something with like a Shopify store.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, Shopify store could work. Again, it's more so though of trying to, because otherwise you got to be the actual business yourself and um, produce the merch as opposed to just or hold it in inventory as opposed to
Right.
like using a on-demand place.
Right.
Beehiver said, "Can you remind me the total Leo supply?"
Yeah, actually, I replied to him with a link to the docs with the
Nice.
Leo
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like,
tokenomics.
sure it's in the what is that RF? What was the acronym again? Read the
Oh, RTFD.
RTFD. Yeah, there you go, RTFD.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that term in a while.
I'll drop it in the main threadcast in case anyone wanted to see it. I do need to update these docs. At some point, I want to make the docs like open source for you guys to be able to help me edit because for one person managing, and by the way, now we have the Inleo docs and the LeoDex docs. It's just like it's out of date constantly because of all the new things that we're always doing. So, all the new updates and stuff obviously don't make it to the docs for a very long time because it's just me writing them. Um, so it'd be kind of nice to get you guys involved in that.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you saw, you can get a black hoodie now on that from that link.
Oh,
Oh, you didn't see that? I mentioned. Oh, I put it in a
I
joke.
think
Yeah,
you,
I didn't.
yeah, I think I
I
think I
mentioned in
saw that
general
you
chat.
mentioned that somewhere.
Navy, black, granite, or whatever that charcoal graphite gray is. You can be the test dummy and see if the logo's where it needs to be. It should be fine.
Yeah, that's
I'm
good.
probably gonna order me a t-shirt because, like I said, all I have is Leo Finance. And like I said, I really like the t-shirt itself. I just really like it. Fits me really
Yeah.
good and super comfortable. So I'm gonna probably order me a in Leo one, and I gotta reach out to them see if I can just get some blank ones.
Yeah, so you like the shirts, right? You were saying?
Yeah, that's actually my favorite thing about it. So like the Leo Finance, the two t-shirts I have, um, and I can't remember if it's like the premium or just the right because they have like premium tee and regular tee or classic. I can't remember which one, and I think I bought the premium. Um, And yeah, it just fits awesome. It fits great in the arms. It looks good on you and it's comfortable.
Does it
So
tend to
it's hard
fit
for me
you
to
like,
find.
would you size up or down? I may order one to
Uh,
try it.
no, I would not. I would size regular,
Regular,
like
how you would.
how I normally size. I would size.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to look to see if I can see like find my purchase history to see if I bought a premium or a classic. There's only $1 difference, so I don't know. I feel like I bought the premium because it's cut different. And looking at it, I'm like, that's got to be the one. So I just like it because it's usually tees that fit me like in the upper body are too short. This
Yeah.
one isn't. So it's like I have to wear stuff that's too loose and long enough, or fits, but then it's too short. So this was good because it's not too short, even though it fits me in the upper body. But anywho,
Hmm. Yeah, let's see. It says one sold. I don't know why, but it won't let
legendary.
me add a hoodie to my cart.
I don't know.
Give me a hoodie. Oh,
But
here we
yeah,
go. Cool. All right, well, I may order a hoodie and a shirt and try it out. I do want to see other styles. I'm sure everybody could get creative with like things we could do with merch. I may have someone from the team look into how we can do like some kind of merch as well. I see Morty has their own merch website as well. Um,
and yeah, so Coconut was talking about link to my Etsy store. I mean, yeah, if you could link it to your Etsy store, that'd be cool too.
yeah, I think
There's got to
um,
be a way to link Etsy store to Leo Merchant. I bet probably there would be.
yeah, I don't know how I've never used Etsy, so I'm just not sure. But maybe. I mean, if you find a way to accept crypto into a wallet, then you can integrate Leo Merchant. So I also see a mod manga said Leo Arb isn't in the docs, and that's yeah, like I was just mentioning. I mean, it's only me managing the docs, so things are changing and evolving so fast. I just, things aren't up to date in there. It would be nice to get those up to date because people, especially now that I'm talking to these different foundations, like Arbitrum, Chain Flip, Maya, etc. They ask about our docs, and then I send them to them with a stipulation that they're not up to date, which is not a great look. Definitely something we need to work on.
Yep. Need to find a dock master
Doc Master.
and it
I
has
would love
nothing
to
to do
do
with
merch
boats.
too, and like if you buy a year of premium, like find a way to like send you a free t-shirt or something, or like if you maybe if you're like subscribe to a creator subscription for a year straight, you get like a t-shirt, like things like that I think would be or like a kind of like a gift box thing would be pretty cool. That's something I've thought of in the past. Uh, but just the feasibility of it is just hard. It's a lot harder because we're an international ecosystem. Like if we were all like based in the same country, it would make things a lot easier, but we're obviously not.
This is true.
Beehiver
Cool
said maybe an
deal.
AI agent could update the docs. Yeah, I mean, I haven't done anything with the docs since AI started getting crazy. So maybe I need to start leveraging AI a little bit more to manage the docs and keep them up to date. Um,
The
so
good
yeah,
old docs. All right.
but yeah, sounds
Well,
good. Any closing thoughts?
who knows? Crypto's crazy, and I have no idea what's about to happen since we didn't dump, but we did, but then we're up today, and so and
When alts
Trump
just aren't
Trump
doing anything.
also doing nothing. So it's still Bitcoin dominance. And Trump didn't mention crypto one time in his speech yesterday. So I'm
Trump coin's
sure
back up to 44 though.
there is,
Should
but
close that short.
there it is. He didn't mention crypto because he didn't want people to buy anything else but Trump coin.
Exactly.
No, we'll see. I don't know. Cool.
Sweet. Yep, that sounds good. But yeah, we'll keep monitoring the market. Bitcoin's at 107K. And then, like I said, go play with those integrations and give me feedback so I can keep pushing forward. Look out for more Splinterlands users coming on board and curate them, engage with them. I've been checking the Splinterlands hashtag a lot, so do all those things, and we'll keep growing and keep expanding everything. But thanks for joining
Shout
the.
out. Shout out to Addicted for his guaranteed sell the news call.
Yeah, didn't work
I don't
out.
know about that, buddy. You still have time, I guess.
Worked out for
It's
alts, but not for
yeah,
Bitcoin.
exactly. Sell the news on alts.
Yeah.
Jesus. No doubt. All right, y'all. We'll see you next week.
All right, yep. And then tomorrow I've got Yaba P Matt from Splinterlands coming on for Chain Chatter at noon Eastern.
Nice.
So I'll post those announcements later today, but then make sure you jump in and welcome him and we'll talk to him about all things Splinterlands and Inleo. Um, But yeah, sounds good. Thanks, Mitch. Thanks, everybody. Catch you guys tomorrow.